And welcome to Instagram and Facebook Live Cosmic Chat. I'm going to talk about what I had thrown up on the wall today, and the two questions that I was going to answer are how to attract healthy relationships. That's a big one lately. And are you investing in yourself properly? And I like the second one better, but let's talk about love. Let's talk about relationships. Let's talk about the stuff everybody is pretty adamant about. Okay. So, Devin, let's go. All right. So, what is the first one? How do you attract a healthy relationship? And a lot of people who have worked with me know I pound this, but I'm just going to kind of put it all out there today and let you guys kind of interpret it from where you come from and where you're not. So, why are we not attracting healthy relationships, and how do we do this? Well, I've watched a lot of people lately, guys, and they're struggling with this, and it's constant struggle. It's not like this just happened a year ago or 5 years ago and all of a sudden it's just showing up. And the reason, what I'm finding is that everyone's looking for that life partner, their soulmate, this beauty, this love that they want to connect with another person, right? And what I'm finding is that they keep telling people, us, you, all of us, not me, I'm getting really good at this, at least better, I should say, at telling the universe, telling source, telling the grid, other people what you don't want. And I'm trying to explain to y'all, if you keep placing poor orders, you're going to get poor relationships. It's that basic and it's that simple. And I want you guys to make sure that if you're not paying attention to that, you're going to attract that. So if you're placing poor orders, which I'm assuming many of you are, given that you're on this call for this reason, I knew that this one would kind of get your attention, and it's because it's coming up a lot. Vibrationally, this is the cosmic chat. And so universally, the universe is asking all of you, you're all getting turned into a rag right now, right? Assume you're a rag, and the universe is squeezing the drops out of you. And by squeezing these drops of water and energy out of you, every time a water droplet gets squeezed out, it's like karma. It's clearing out the karma from your past, all the old conflicts and challenges and emotions. And so it's all coming up, right? Now that you're getting squeezed out by the last drops, are you going to let it go? Are you going to clear it out? Are you going to clean it out? Now the rag shows up and it says, what do you want to put in here? How do you want to refill yourself, right? So here's the kicker. We are not refilling to what we want. And it's part of this whole law of attraction thing, okay, that I'm not a big fan of. I shouldn't say that. I love the law of attraction if it's presented honestly and truthfully. And I'm not fond of how, if you just think happy thoughts and if you put it out there, you're going to attract it. And that's bullshit. You're not. I know a lot of people who think and wish and are kind. I know some of the kindest people you've ever met, right? And I watch them doing great things and kind things, and they're really good to other people, and they still receive crap back. Any of you know that game, right? You're so good, you're so loving, you put it all out there, and what do you get back? You get back crap. And the reason I'm sharing all this with you is when you get back the crap, this is what the true law of attraction is, all right? The law of attraction, the best way I can describe it to all of you, is a magnet, right? It's like a magnet. You don't attract what you want, thinking these happy things. You attract what you are. And so if internally you're presenting yourself out to the world as confident and driven and successful, or finance or fitness or body's beautiful, but internally you are insecure and wounded, I guarantee you magnetically you will draw that. Because we are energetic beings that attract energy out. We ping out energy and we attract it back. And so when people are getting frustrated with how to attract a healthy partner, decide what you want. You have to become that. You have to become what you want, or else you will continue to attract what you don't want. Unhealthy relationships, and saying, what is wrong with me? Nothing. You are perfect and pure and beautiful and amazing. And I get so worked up on this topic because I was there for years. And when you start asking better questions, what is this, instead of why is this happening to me, I want you to say, what is this teaching me? What is the lesson here? What do I need to build up. Because if I'm attracting that, then I clearly need to attract something greater. And so it's kind of like, how do you grow your confidence? I want to attract someone confident. And if you want to attract someone confident, then we have to go in and say, all right, what is it? How do I attract someone confident? Well, you attract someone confident by asking yourself, am I confident when I walk out into the world? What do you need to do? It's kind of like changing the radio station. If you keep listening to this radio station, but you want someone on radio station B and you're on A, you're not going to attract that because you can't even hear them and they can't hear you. All right. And so the big piece right now is, what do you want? And so a lot of people are like, so I get this with clients. I'm not going online dating. It's horrible. Have you heard what's out there? Yes, I have. And I've been on online dating, on all of them. I've joined them all. I've been on them all. I've tried them all. I've investigated. I want to see what was out there. And I met the love of my life on online dating. Why? Because I was very diligent about my non-negotiables, who I am, what I wanted, where I was going. And if he interrupted that in any portion of the process, he wasn't my guy, whoever they were on this online dating. Now, again, for females, relationships, any gender, there is no right and wrong in this. It's dating and saying, are you being very honest and very clear about what you want? Because it's not about the internet. It's about, you could walk into Starbucks or a coffee joint and someone spills coffee on you and there they are. When you're being clear with the universe, when you're being clear with the grid about who you are and what you want. And if you are not being clear and you're presenting a persona that looks really nice and lovely, but you haven't done the work within, I guarantee you, you're going to get what you are. And that is why you're not attracting healthy relationships. Now, how to get them? How are you attracting the healthier relationships? Now, again, let me be clear about this. If you're married and you're in a marriage or a partnership or a relationship that's long term and it's wavy, or you guys have been getting into conflicts or conversations or past experiences, the same thing applies. Because you get in a relationship what you both agree on, right? If you both agree that the center part of the bubble, that you two come together, you're you, they're them, and they come together no matter who they are. This is whether you don't know someone and energetically you come together and say, I want this to be with another person. But when you're married to someone, you have to say, this is what our expectations are, because your expectations in a marriage or relationship will be different than their expectations. And if you're not clear about what you expect together of this relationship, I want a better marriage or relationship than I've had, than I've known, than my family, than my generations, than my relationships that I've watched. I don't want that. I want this. And until you decide what that relationship is with whoever you're with, whoever's engaged in your life, you will see it differently. You will not see that you both are on the same pattern, okay? And so what I want you guys to think about is decide what you want and stick to that vision, because you're going to argue, right? You're going to argue about things. You're going to get in conflict about things when things aren't going your way, right? You're going to have, your husband's not going to remember something and you're going to get irritated because your expectation was this. Your wife's not going to do that. Your partner is not going to do this, because together you haven't come together and decided what the vision is. What do you want? So the reason, I will give you one basic, hands down reason why we all struggle to attract healthy relationships, because you're not being clear. Whether it's online, people ask me all the time, a lot of my clients will say, help me write my, what do you call it? Your profile. Absolutely. Let's talk about what you want to attract. Who do you want to bring into this relationship? Who do you want to find vibrationally as a match on that same radio station? And then I say, okay, let's talk about that. Because now vibrationally, no one will match to those words unless they're vibrating in the same space. And so this is a really big piece for you guys to pay attention to. If you're either dating or in a marriage or a relationship, same thing. Honey, we're in a relationship and we're struggling with this. What do we really want? Well, I'd like more freedom. Okay. So let's get some more freedom for you. Are you going to be jealous? No, I promise I won't. I need to talk through this. Let's put freedom or open-mindedness or whatever it is as our vision, or where are we trying to get to? Because if you don't have an end state vision, you don't get to have that 50-year marriage. The vision needs to be the same in the end for both of you. And what's huge about this is that most people will not create that vision when it comes to when they get in a relationship. Now their expectations of who they thought that person should be come into play. It doesn't work. You have to together decide what you want your vision is. So if in your single status, you say, this is my vision pre-meeting you, they energetically had to attract to that profile. That was your vision. That was what you were looking for, right? And so I don't care, marriage or no marriage. What is it that we're trying to do? What is it that we're trying to get to? Where are you trying to go? Please be very clear about what you want. So I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna kind of jump on to the next question. If you guys don't have any questions about this, I think it's pretty simple. If you're not talking about what you want, and I mean talking to your friends, I mean putting it in a profile, I mean telling your spouse or your girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever it is in this long-term relationship, committed. If you're not, then a relationship's going to show up, and here's the example. And they're gonna either not be committal or not be engaged or be flighty or have this weird energy coming at you. You're like, what's wrong? Because part of you doesn't want that commitment either, and you've drawn someone that makes you not have to commit. And then you accuse them and blame them of not being in this healthy relationship with you when you're just as much in an equal vibration of them of not wanting to commit. And so it's a matter of stepping up and owning your truth. Again, this is where I pull y'all into joining the truth tribe with me. We talk truth. What is your truth? If you're living your truth, you won't attract the wrong people. And when you do, you'll be like, good luck with that. I wish you well, brightest blessings. And they're on their way. And you don't hold them accountable because it doesn't matter. So big piece for all of you guys is to start paying attention to what do you want. All right. That's how you attract healthy relationships, by writing it, speaking it, and including others in it. You will always have the best of the best. You'll have waves, don't get me wrong. Your waves will kind of be like this as opposed to this, because you're clear and you have an end state game. Your vision in the end is to get to that place. And when you're getting to that vision and you both have the same vision, no matter what, whether it's single or separated out, you'll understand that. Okay? So important to continue walking down this path of understanding what is your vision. All right. Question number 2 that I had posed on the panel, which was, hi everybody, by the way, so many of you on this call. I'm so excited to see you. So the next question was, are you investing in you properly? This is a big one for me, on the perspective that the way I ask clients, private clients, when we're talking about these discussions on how do they create a new life, how to rewire our cellular DNA, how do we rewire ourselves to grow to that higher level of vibration, right? How do we push ourselves next level? And how do we push ourselves to level up? You level up by calling yourself out on your shit. It's that simple. And when you're not asking for what you want, I guarantee you guys, you're going to get what everybody else wants. All right. So this has come up a lot, and I try to replay patterns. It's a big piece of my career, is that I watch patterns. I with so many clients and people, and on a daily basis, that I start to watch a pattern happen. It's from the planets, it's from the universe, it's from source. It's asking us to clear. Like I said, you're all rag, you're all getting squeezed out. The drops are leaving from the past that no longer serve you, and it's time for transformation. And so by transforming, what are you going to put back in the rag? Big question. So this is where this question comes in. And my big question is are you investing in you properly? Means, is your social media or friends or experiences or lifestyle filled with drama or drivers? Because if it's filled with drama, I guarantee you're not cleansing the system. You're not refilling the rag. And that's what the universe is asking right now of all of you. What are you going to replenish with? So this has come up, and when people are looking for opportunities outside of yourself, like that might work and that might work, and I want to be that, and I should be more of that. Ooh, that's how I want to be. That's not who you want to be. That is nowhere near your vibration. Maybe you're attracted to it and it's inspiring, but it is not you. And so it's as simple as, again, deciding what you want in your life and to be clear. So I ask a lot of clients, one of the big things, whether you're spiritual or you're religious and you have a specific religion, none of them are important of where you go for this. But if you're connected to source or you believe in something else beyond you, and I ask them just on the basics, do you pray? Do you ask for guidance? Do you talk to source? Do you meditate, right? And when I ask that question of people, they say, oh yeah, or of course, or the typical, reply will be yes, for all those around me that I love. I pray, or I ask source, or I ask universe to please put protection around them and take care of them and help them. Well, isn't that great? Right? So basically what I try to explain is, what about you? We don't pray, we don't ask for ourselves what we need. We just really are asking, like, I'd like to be happy, I'd like to be successful, please bring, help me to be happy and successful. And universe, the grid, divine source is basically saying, well, that's what I'm giving you. You have a home, you have a car, you have a job. You didn't tell me you wanted to like it. You didn't tell me you wanted to be different. You didn't tell me you wanted to be in a relationship that was healthy. You told me all the things you don't want, so I figured that's what I'll bring you. The universe is a magnet. Vibration, source is a magnet, magnetizing to what you say you want. Okay? So you get what you ask for. And a lot of people find this shocking, because why would we ask for being sick? Why would you ask for a mean person to come into your life? Why would you ask for an accident? Why would you ask for financial distress? Clearly, I don't think any of you would ask for that, right? Unless you aren't clear about what you want, you will be disappointed in the crumbs that you are delivered. And I don't care how you're asking, praying, meditating, writing your intentions down. I have a tool with all my clients. I literally make them write it on a sticky note and burn your intention daily. This is who I am. This is what I want every day. Grid, universe, unconditional source. This is who I want to be, so I can attract that in return. Verbal discussions with your friends. Do you ever catch people all losing themselves in the drama of the discussion? No one's talking about the future and what they want and where they're going. All right? So be very diligent when you're investing in you. Talk about what you want. Invest in you. And I want you all to ask yourselves that are on this call, are you investing in you? And the reason I say that is, are you reading? What are you reading? Are you listening to something that's positive, directed, and driven? Talk about what you can to fill in your mind to reset its poor habitual behaviors and your patterns. And so, guys, there's so much available to you. There is free information out there everywhere, right? The tip of the day is, what will you start doing? And I'm going to throw this task at you all. What will you start doing today to invest 15 minutes into you every day? I don't care what you do. Google self-help, sign up for my daily IDI texts. I send out emotional text every morning to my private clients, and you can join that on my website as well. Join my Truth Tribe. You can watch a YouTube video. Just type in self-help on there. You will see the one that you vibrate at, the one that you need. Listen to 15 minutes a day. I listen to like an hour a day. 15 here, 15 there, 15 getting ready. All things that drive your mind to growth and betterment. And I can guarantee you many of you will slip, or do slip, or are working 100 hours a week, or taking care of your children, taking care of your family, taking care of others, and you're not investing in you. And an investment could be something very basic and very simple, right? 15 minutes a day. sometimes you need to train the brain to train the body. I'm saying most of the time, but most people don't like absolutes, so we won't go there. So the big piece today, guys, with healthy relationships and investing in you is, what are you investing in? Are you telling the world and telling yourself and telling your experiences around you what you really want? And are you being clear? Because my question is, are you being clear? The clarity is the big key to today's call. And the clarity I mean is, if you want someone who is all positive and confident and driven and successful and gives you freedom, what does freedom mean? To go stray and be dishonest and unfaithful? No, freedom means I like to go running, or I like to go hiking, and my sweetheart, he wants to run with me sometimes. If you know me, I'm a super short person. I'm a very slow runner. I don't want to run with him. He has really long legs. And he kind of was like, oh, well, I want to go with you. I don't want you to go with me. There's no judgment there. I'm not angry at that partner. I just don't want to run with them. That's my free time. That's my downtime. That's my beauty time. Now, if you're not being clear about why, that's on you. So that's the stuff that we're not being clear with, not only relationships, our marriage or connected partners, committed partners, and or, I know, I knew you'd find that funny, Larry Ann. He does. People laugh at that, but he's much longer legs than I do. She's laughing at how long his legs are. My legs are very short. So if I can't emphasize this enough on all of you, you gotta laugh about this stuff, guys. We are talking about drama. So 2 days or 2 topics. Are you engaging in drama, or are you engaging in drivers? Are you engaging in drama social media wise? Do you find all of it juicy and you can't get off it, and it sucks up a lot of your time? Or are you turning that off and you're putting only things that drive you and inspire you and push you and put on things that say, how do I be more clear with my words? How am I better, stronger at my communication skills? How am I clearing these things up with people? Am I being honest? I can get, definitely, it's what I do for a living, and I can get choppy with being very clear about what I want, because I'm a fixer. I'm a healer, and I will catch myself fixing for everyone else, and I forget to be very clear about, this is my intention right here in my truth. So in my truth, this is where I sit with being joyful and happy and attracting all the vibration of what's important. So I'm going to throw this at all of you, 15 minutes a day. And I want you to imagine, what are you telling the universe what you want? Is it listening to something, watching something, reading something, or writing something? But I want you to tactile, put your senses in, listen, read, touch, feel, hear. I want you to make this engagement so deep that you tell the universe, I am in, I'm driven, and I'm a driver. Drive me to that next destination. I deserve my life partner. I deserve to have the life I want. You do deserve all this, guys. I started the I Deserve It company training and coaching for a reason, to teach you how to be more deserving. Deserving comes from within to without, not the other way around. When someone hands you something and you don't feel you could deserve it, you'll find a way to lose it. Money, things, friends, relationships. So the deserving comes from within, and it will happen as soon as you start investing in you. Okay? Okay, again, I catch myself going and chatting off on a little bit of a rant, but that's it, guys. Any questions? Can I answer any questions today on these 2 topics? You have me, and I'm going to log off in a minute or 2 if there's nothing else that I can implement into. I got a comment here. I'm ready for a new book. I will send some out if you guys are interested. Again, I always tell people, go pop onto my Balls book. If you guys, Balls, Building Balanced Relationships, if you want to build healthier relationships and figure out what you're putting out there, everything I talked about today is in there. There's your guide. People ask me, how do I have a guide to healthier relationships? Right there. Who are my favorites? I love Esther Hicks. I love, clearly, Tony Robbins. I love, who else do I listen to? I like Lee Harris. I like Matt Kahn. These are some of the newbies coming out. Miguel Ruiz, Paulo Coelho. Those are really fantastic writers. There's so much out there. Brian Weiss talks a lot about energy and how we attract it, and energetic. If you believe in past lives, it brings a lot of that in for healing and hypnotherapy, and meditation is a big one. Anyway, love you all. I'm sending you out some of the contacts. Those are some of the people I literally listen to. Gary Zukav, one of my favorite people. I listen to him a lot. It's kind of up to you. All right, so my challenge of the day, 15 minutes, invest in you, talk about you, and tell people who you are and what you want, and you will get it. I promise. Brightest blessings. Find me if you need anything. You guys, don't forget to join the Truth Tribe. Log on to ideserveitnow.com. It's the first pop-up window. Join us. It is so inexpensive. It's $19 a month. What are you guys missing? This is me. You get me on steroids when you're there. So anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you all very soon. Have a great day.